Welcome to John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for some boys volleyball. It's senior night here tonight at MHS, so we'll have that pre-game coverage in between sets tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Cole Meyer, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Bo Dilley. Tonight, the Martinsville Artesians host the Whiteland Warriors, and Bo, the Artesians went 1-3 on this weekend.
That's right, Cole. The boys played some tough competition this weekend, falling to Westfield, Brownsburg, and Brebeuf, all 2-0. The Artesians picked up a win over Indianapolis Lutheran 2-1. They're now 7-6 on the year and are looking to get another huge win here on senior night. For Whiteland, they're just 1-4 on the year, winning their first game against Jacksonville last Thursday, 3-2.
And now we're getting ready to start here, Bo. As I said earlier, it was senior night, so we will have those festivities in between sets here tonight. So don't worry, for you fans at home, you'll be able to see those seniors celebrated tonight out on the court. First for the Artesians, we have Quentin Bland, Braxton Dilley, Avery Sylvester, Sam Foley, Bryce Norton, and Braden Hall.
Yeah, I'm sure we can expect to see all those seniors get a lot of playing time tonight as well, so that's always good to see.
Foley's going to start out quick, going on the attack for the Artesians, but Whiteland's going to fire right back. Bland there, luckily. Now the Artesians trying to get it over, and great play there by number 14, Kima Chongthu, just to get it right over the net for the Warriors.
Yeah, I attended the Martinsville's volleyball games last Saturday, and let me tell you, there were some really good teams. Westfield had a couple guys that just spiked it so hard. It's like there's just no way you could do anything about it. I mean, it was really impressive.
As that was a great setup there and a great attack by the Whiteland Warriors. Again, number 14, Kima Chongthu with the kill there for the Warriors. So now Whiteland up 2-0 early on in this first set. Last home game for the Artesians, they battled Monrovia. They lost that first set, but they came back and fired off 3 straight wins after that.
Yeah, I think last Thursday it really just took some getting used to for the Artesians. Once they kind of warmed up to Monrovia after that first set, I mean, they just dominated the rest.
Right there, Sam Foley with the kill. Great play by Foley. Now he's going to be up to serve. And when I was talking to your brother, Bo, earlier this week, Braxton, he told me that they should have beaten Brownsburg. That it was a close game for both sets. They did lose 2-0, but they should have won that game. But he said Westfield was probably one of the best teams that they've played this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure they weren't in the highest of spirits after playing Westfield because they played Brownsburg right after. But, yeah, Westfield's just a team that there's just not much you can do about it because they're just so good.
Looks like Whiteland got the underhand of the ball there. Sean Shelley there for the Warriors. So another point, Martinsville. This thing's all tied up at 2 in the first set.
Yeah, it also seems like all the teams that Martinsville plays usually has 1 or 2 guys that play year-round volleyball. They play on travel teams, but the Artesians do not have any. In fact, all these players are brand new to volleyball this year.
Yeah, talking about that, brand new this year. None of them have played outside of just gym class when they played in middle school. And so for them to all come out here and have a winning record is very impressive.
Yeah, it really is. It just shows that they're all athletic guys that they're just good at sports in general.
Now Luke Cheatham going to come in for the Artesians. Braden Hall going to take a seat over there on the bench. Warriors on the attack. Kill attempt, no good. Now Cheatham's going to go for it. We're going to keep the rally going here. Chongthu with it now out to the Artesians, back to Cheatham.
And as you can see, that's Luke Cheatham's specialty, those kills.
And right there, Dahl Kim just a bit too far on that hit. Now the Artesians up by 1, 4-3. Now Quentin Bland up to serve for the Artesians. That one hits the net there. Now John Cook going to come in for Bland. Now Sean Shelley going to serve for the Warriors, and number 23, River Star, comes in for the Warriors as well. That one had some firepower under it, but the Artesians able to keep hold of it. Dilley hits it right behind his head. Warriors on the attack, just tapping it over, and the Artesians were not ready for that one. Jonathan McCoy, Artesians thought he was going for that big kill there, but he just tapped it over, and it paid out nicely.
Yeah, Artesians need to have some backup there when they're going for those blocks. They can't have 2 guys trying to block it and no one behind them because just like that, that's what's going to happen.
story of the game so far for both teams, honestly, as they keep hitting the ball over that line.
Yeah, and it's acceptable when the ball is in play and you do it, but, on a serve, you really just got to narrow that down because, there's nobody on the court that can affect you on a serve, so you really got to tone that in.
McCoy again with that just tap over. The Artesians weren't falling for it this time. Getting ready for the attack. Cheatham down. Doesn't get it. Now Warriors are going. Keller almost gets it to go, but the Warriors end up saving it. We're going to have point Artesians, but, man, if it wasn't stopped before them, Chong Thu would have had a nice kill.
Yeah, I think Luke Cheatham's going to be a lot more successful on one of these kills if Sam Foley can just set him up a little bit closer to the net because he has some separation, which he can't really get as good of an angle on those kills.
And it's really all about the setup here for the Artesians as there they get the point. It was a good setup by Foley to Sylvester. If that setup by Foley is good enough, the Artesians, especially Cheatham and Sylvester, can time that and get it right down so the Warriors cannot hit it back.
I think Dahl Kim even could have been okay letting that one go. It looked like it might have been sailing out of bounds, but he did hit it.
As Cheatham just decides to hit it on over, but looks like he might have hit the net there. Not too sure on what happened. Looks like somebody hit the net there. But nevertheless, Artesians with it. Dilly was up serving. McCoy going again. And it's just that simple tap over that the Artesians are expecting a hard kill attempt. And they've got to be ready for that just simple tap by McCoy.
Yeah, and if it would have been a hard kill attempt, then it would have smacked off Avery Sylvester's hands and went right back on the other side, which is what he was expecting. But the little tap gets him every time.
Sylvester just standing, throwing it over. Where's going to keep it. A bit of miscommunication there from Kim and Chong Thu. So Artesians able to get the point there. They're up early 9-6 in this first set.
I think if Judge Athwell would have let that one go, I think it would have been out of bounds, but they just need to be more careful with that kind of stuff. Artesians need to be more careful, make sure they're not serving out of bounds either.
And what a save by Cheatham, and that was a hard kill attempt by McCoy. So we were just talking about it as he's going those nice taps over. He tries a hard one there, and it almost pays off for the Warriors. That one is hard, too. Goes off of Will Keller's hands, and, man, has Whiteland come out firing on those kill attempts.
Yeah, and it's not only the kill attempts, but it's the fake kill attempts when they just tap it right on over. It confuses them every time because you really never expect it.
And there, Jonathan McCoy serving for the Warriors, the man behind those little tips over the net. As Keller gives one of his own there. Now Warriors going back. Foley blocks it straight down to Jaji Atwell, and he was not ready for it at all.
And that's exactly what Sam Foley was ready for. That's what they anticipate every time they go up to block it. Smacks off your hands, goes right back down to the other side.
Now for the Artesians, Luke Cheatham and John Cook coming out. Braden Hall and Quentin Bland coming in. Now Hall is up to serve for the Artesians. And McCoy just fires that one very quick. Norton couldn't have time to react to it.
And what I see Bryce Norton do a lot is he gets his hands kind of more flat instead of more vertical, which is why those balls just go right in the air instead of going the opposite direction.
Now when you're the Artesians, you've got to prepare for both when you go up against Jonathan McCoy now, as he's tipped it over a few times, as Foley tried to do there, and he's really hit it fast, too. So you've got to be ready for the best of both worlds there.
Yeah, he really has.
That one goes over. Luckily, Braden Hall didn't try to hit that one. You know he wanted to.
Yeah, Braden Hall's good at that. He has that eye where he gets that feeling that it's going to go out of bounds, and it does every time.
Norton serving here for the Artesians. Good dig there by McCoy as the Warriors able to get a good attack going, but Artesians keep it alive. Another attack here. Artesians able to block it pretty easily, as that one cannot get over. Number 21, Josh Ratol does not get it over. Now the Artesians up 12-9 here in this first set. Norton sails that one, almost goes out. Warriors on a big attack there. Luckily, the Artesians were able to block that one. Not sure how, though. That one going back up. Chong Thu tips it over. Now Norton to Foley. Foley just tips it on over to the Warriors, but the Warriors up for another attack, and that one just cannot get over the net. For Josh Ratol, that's 2 in a row where he's just not able to get the ball above the net. So now we've got a timeout here for Whiteland. It's 13-9 here in the first set. And, man, for the Warriors, Jonathan McCoy has been good early on, and so has Kima Chong Thu. They've both been hitting those kills hard.
Yeah, they really have, and it's something that the Artesians are not really ready for. I mean, they are ready for the kills that come in really fast, but they're not ready for the kills that just tap right on over, and those are the ones that have been getting them so far.
And for the Artesians, just all-around solid play so far. Great job from Sam Foley and Braxton Dilly, able to block a lot of those attempts, those attacks that the Warriors are putting on them. So if they can keep that up, I could see this set maybe getting out of hand and the Artesians running away with this set. And one thing the Artesians do not want to do, they struggle with this a little bit against Monrovia. They don't want to serve it over that line.
Yeah, that is something that really killed them. I mean, usually it's something that it's just a mistake here and there, but I mean, it was mistake after mistake for the Artesians.
So now here we go. We're back in action. 13-9. Bryce Norton up to serve. Warriors are going to set up an attack quick. McCoy's going to hit that one down. Norton's ready for it this time. Dilly just a nice tap on over, but the Warriors were also ready. This one goes up high. They're going to give the point here to Whiteland. Artesians not too sure about that one. Looks like they were a bit confused on where the ball was going.
Yeah, I think they might have even thought that Whiteland hit the net there.
So now Dahl Kim up to serve for the Warriors. That one doesn't make it over the net, so the Artesians are going to get a free point there. Sam Foley up to serve here. Diving on the floor, the Warriors are, but they can't get it. Now Artesians are grittying. All right, well, that's what Monrovia was doing to them, so I guess they took after them.
Yeah, and that's something we saw with every home run the Artesians hit last night in the softball game. They beat Indian Creek 12-5. Ella Whitney had 2 home runs. It was really a sight to see.
Now Foley serves that one over. Ratol hits that one over, so Artesians give up a free point, and then they get one back right there. Now Cheatham's going to come in for Braden Hall. You should be expecting now Foley or Sylvester most likely to set up Luke Cheatham for that kill. So Warriors going on the attack. McCoy thought about going up but doesn't. Foley's going to set up someone here. He's setting up Cheatham for it. Cheatham hits it down, but the Warriors able to get it. Chong Thu hits it down, and the Artesians have no answer. They tried to block it, but it just couldn't get over the net.
Yeah, the Artesians are going to start seeing a lot more success if they can just manage to set up Cheatham in the way that they've been intending, because they've tried to set him up, but it's just they're not getting in. You have to get it in the perfect spot. That's the thing. It's not easy to do, but once you get it in the perfect spot, Cheatham just goes to work.
Now Whiteland, twice in a row now that they've been serving, they've served it over the line. That's not a good sign if you're the Warriors right now.
It's definitely not going to win them any sets either. Neither is that.
Now Ratol just doesn't get that one high enough for Kim. And Braxton Dilly's going to stay up to serve. It was a pretty nice serve just down low where the Warriors had to really get down to try to get it.
Whiteland really needs to start to close this gap because the Artesians have had 4, 5, 6 point lead this whole set.
And there again, Whiteland just not able to get the ball up high enough. Dilly's setting it where the Warriors don't know whether to go under the ball or to just hit it straight up, and they've failed to do so these past 2 times.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Braxton's trying to do that or that's just where he's setting it, but it's working either way.
As it happens again there, Bo. You see some of the Warriors teammates telling them, hey, don't hit it like that, hit the other way. And now we've got another timeout here. Artesians kind of running away with this thing, Bo, up 20-12.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead they've had, up 8. Let's take a look at some upcoming games for the Artesians. They only have 2 more. They play Monrovia on Thursday, who they just beat. Beat them 3-1 last Thursday. Then they will play New Pal on May 10th. Both of those will be away games for the Artesians. They travel to Motown to face the Bulldogs, and then travel over to New Pal to face the Dragons.
As they've already played Monrovia earlier this year, ended up beating them in their second ever home game. Now, the Artesians, they haven't lost at home.
Yeah, I'd say Monrovia was probably the Artesians' most dominated game other than that first set.
Yeah, Artesians looked a bit rough in that first set against Monrovia, but after that, it was just pure domination from the Artesians. And the boys looking to do some more here, but
oh my.
Looks like even the refs are confused here. One's wanting to give the point to Martinsville, other to Whiteland.
That's actually LeBryce. LeBryce Doty, he's the line judge down there. He's also a manager for the volleyball team.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why he is a line judge, as he's a part of the team. But,
yeah,
hey, I mean,
yeah,
he's willing to do it, and they're going to give the point there to the Artesians after a discussion. So now 21-12, Artesians really running away with this first set.
Yeah, I think LeBryce did the Artesians a bit of a favor there, because from my angle, I'm pretty far away, but from my angle, that was definitely out, but he did call it in.
Great block there by the Artesians. Will Keller and Luke Cheatham able to get it, so Kima Jongthu cannot get the kill. Great move by both Cheatham and Keller. Now 22-12, they've increased this lead to 10. And Dilly's been serving most of this way through now. Foley going to set up Cheatham for the attack, and Cheatham fires that thing down, and the Warriors are not able to get it through. Now 23-12, Bo. The Artesians really running away with it.
That is exactly where Sam Foley needs to put that set every time, because, I mean, Luke Cheatham, he will spike it down very hard.
Now McCoy just a little tap over. Looks like the Artesians weren't ready for that one. And the Warriors are finally going to get a point. It's going to end Braxton Dilly's serving streak. Sad to see him go out, but great effort there from Dilly. Now Bryce Norton going to come in for him. Now we'll see if the Warriors can overcome this deficit. Chunk through with the serve there. Foley going to set up Sylvester. Sylvester on it. Warriors great block attempt, but it's going to be Artesians' point.
Yeah, that one just came back kind of an awkward position for Sam Foley. He kind of maneuvered over it.
Now this is the set point here for the Artesians. After this set here, we will show you the senior night festivities that happened pre-game. Artesians almost able to get the block over. Will Keller just cannot move his hand fast enough there, as the Warriors still staying alive just a little bit with a sliver of hope.
Yeah, a bit of a shorter senior night too, as the Artesians only have 5 seniors, which isn't that bad compared to other sports except football. Football usually has around 10 seniors, but
football had a lot of seniors this year, but like basketball, only 3 seniors this year, so got more than basketball. But Warriors only down 9 now. Artesians still just 1 point away from winning this first set. When I talked to Braxton Dilly earlier today, he said they are looking for the sweep tonight. So we'll see if they can get the brooms out here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium. Foley's going to hit that one far back, but Norton's there to save it. And that one just goes under the Warriors. Still somehow now Foley just kicks it. I don't know what he's doing. I think his soccer instincts hit there. But
yeah,
not too sure what happened there.
I see that happen sometimes. Sam Foley, he gets in a panic and he just goes straight to the foot. And it has worked a couple times. It's really, really interesting to see whenever he just kicks it way up in the air and then it comes down and it ends up being an Artesian point.
Now Foley there, he gets it back. The Artesians win that set 25-16. And now, like we said earlier, it was senior night during pregame. So we're going to show you guys that pregame festivities right now.
On behalf of Martinsville High School, we would like to welcome you to our Boys Volleyball Senior Night 2022. We would like to take this opportunity to show our appreciation to our senior players and to their parents. We would like to thank the class of 2022 for their strong work ethic, their school spirit, and their determination. We would also like to thank the parents for all of their help and support to our fine senior class. Our first senior tonight is number 2, Braxton Dilly. Braxton is being escorted tonight by his parents, Nate and Darby Dillon. Braxton is also a member of the varsity football and track teams and was awarded the Most Improved Player in 2020 and won the Cyberwitz Award in 2021. He has been a member of MHS Rewind for 3 years, where he won an award for the Best Short Film. He is also a DAR Scholarship Selectee. After high school, Braxton plans to attend Western Governors University. We wish you the best, Braxton Dilly. Our next senior is number 18, Sam Foley. Sam is being escorted tonight by his parents, Melanie and Brian Foley. Sam is a 4-year varsity soccer player where he earned all-conference and all-state academic honors. He was also a member of the undefeated YMCA basketball champs, #TeamGold. After graduation, Sam plans to attend Indiana University to study parks and recreation. Best of luck, Sam Foley. Up next is senior player number 1, Brayden Hall. Brayden is being escorted tonight by his parents, Brandon and Jill Hall. Brayden is also a member of the MHS football team and is finishing high school with a 3.76 GPA. After high school, Brayden plans to attend Indiana University to study sports marketing and management. Good luck, Brayden Hall. Up next is senior player number 14, Will Keller. Will is being escorted tonight by Nick and Kathy Keller. Will is also a member of the MHS football team and plans to go to Indiana University to study business after graduation. Best of luck, Will Keller. And our last senior player tonight is number 21, Bryce Norton. Bryce is being escorted tonight by his grandparents, Brent and Easter Waller. Throughout high school, Bryce has taken leadership roles in the sports he has played and plans on going to Ivy Tech after graduation to study cybersecurity. We wish you the best, Bryce Norton. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give our seniors and their parents a big round of applause to show them our appreciation. They have had to make many sacrifices to participate in their school activities, and we would like to say thank you and enjoy the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022.
I gotta go get Braxton.
And we're back here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium. We're already into the second set. We've missed the first 2 points. Artesians up 2-0. Whiteland steps over the line for that first point, and Braxton Dilly just tipped it on over, and the Warriors were not able to get it. So now Dilly again trying to get it tipped over, but can't this time. Warriors going for the attack, and that one stays in. Sean Shelley with the point.
Yeah, Artesians need to make sure they have someone towards the back of the court because, I mean, just like that, that's going to happen, especially if you have all your guys up close trying to maybe set each other up for the kills. It does help with Whiteland, who they're very good at getting those kills, and they hit it really fast, so you got to have a bunch of people prepared down there. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they do, and that's going to be point Whiteland here, so now we're all tied up at 2. Martinsville, again, won that first set pretty big, and now they're looking to get the second set win as well here.
Yeah, first set started out pretty close, but Martinsville just started to pull away. Got up 9, and then Whiteland scored a point, but nothing more after that.
So Warriors blocked that one right back to Dilly, but Dilly able to hit it back. Now Bland just going to tap it on over to the Warriors side. Warriors setting up attack. Chong Thu able to get it over. Now Foley going to set up Bland for the attack, and Bland just taps it on over, and no one was there for the Warriors in the middle, and Quentin Bland gets the attack score there for the Artesians, and now he's up to serve. So we're going to see Dallas Moss come in for Braden Hall. This is the first time Moss has come in for the Artesians.
Yeah, great positioning on that little tap over by Quentin Bland. Hit it right where nobody was.
Chung through with the right thought there for the Warriors, just not able to get it over the net. So the Artesians score another point here. Bland rifles that one on over to the Warriors side. Now Artesians just not able to block that one. Ratul finally gets one over the net. He had been struggling in that first set to even get them over the net, but good attack there by the Warriors, able to get the point.
Yeah, the Warriors need to make sure they can stay close for this set because they didn't really make it a game last set. They just got down so far.
Now Braxton Dilly with kind of misdirection there. Does not phase the Warriors. See Artesians running around here. Dilly going to be able to hit it on over. Now Warriors going to be able to set up an attack of their own. McCoy coming down, firing it for the Warriors. Jonathan McCoy, one the Artesians were not ready for at all.
Yeah, that's a guy you gotta get right in front of him, and you gotta get ready to block that because it's gonna be very tough to keep that ball alive after he gets a kill on it.
Now McCoy kind of startled the Artesians a little bit early on. He was able to do some nice just little tip overs and then able to really fire that thing over as well, as looks like Ratul stepped over the line there.
Yeah, it's kind of unpredictable whether he's going to spike it right in the ground or he's just going to tip it right over you.
As McCoy has been very impressive for the Warriors so far here tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really useful for Whiteland.
Now it looks like Dilly stepped over the line there. So it's 2 times in a row, both teams stepping over the line. That's not what you want to do. Those are just free points you're giving out to the other team. Shelley up to serve for the Warriors, and just really poor miscommunication there from the Artesians. And now Whiteland takes the lead 6-5 and early on in this second set. See if the Artesians can get that communication going here. Sylvester going to tap it over. McCoy there for it. Sylvester does not get it into that little box there, and so the Warriors now up by 2.
Yeah, good thinking by Sylvester. He knew that no one was at the back of the box, so he just tried to just poke it right back there, but just a little bit too far.
Now McCoy tries to get the tip over, just couldn't get it over the net, and the Warriors have struggled with that a little bit, especially early on in that first set.
Yeah, Whiteland needs to do as good as they can to keep this lead because they did not have much of a lead at all last set.
Now McCoy able to get one. He fires down. Norton has to fall to his knees to get that one. Moss going for the attack. They can't get it over. They had 4 hits there. And again, in volleyball, you can only have 3 hits on the side at once. So 4 there, not good for the Artesians. Now 8-6. The Warriors up on the Artesians.
Yeah, and that's not something that you can ever get away with either, having 4 hits. The refs are going to see that every single time. They're keeping a mental counter. There's 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit. Can't hit anymore.
Now Foley's just going to tap that one on over, and Whiteland's going to be able to have a good attack going on here. Now Starr hits it on over. Artesian's going to set up an attack of their own. Sylvester sets up Foley, but that one's blocked by the Warriors. This rally's still going between both teams here. Chong Thu able to hit it, but the Artesians block that one. Now they're going to set up Moss. Moss going to tap it over, just can't get it there in time. Artesians with 4 hits again.
I wonder if you could do 3 hits and then a kick. Highly doubt it, but I'm sure.
As we saw a kick attempt in that first set by Sam Foley. It didn't get over, but it looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Sam Foley knows whether you can do that or not. I should probably just ask him.
As that one goes flying into the stands, almost hitting a baby in the first row, but good thing it didn't.
That is a very good thing that it didn't. Got to keep the baby safe.
Now number 11, Dahl Kim, up to serve for the Warriors, and that one just goes over again. It's those free points you're giving up when you're serving. Now Braden Hall coming in for Dallas Moss, and Quentin Bland coming in for Jeremiah Cook. Hall up to serve. He's going to hit that one far over for the Artesians. Warriors up on the attack. That one just tipped over. And it's going to be Looks like it's going to be Warriors. Oh, no, it's going to be Martinsville point.
Yeah, they originally called it Point Warriors, but...
And it looks like the ref over here on this side is saying that it was 4 hits on Whiteland's side. So Artesians get away with one there.
Yeah, some discussion changed the call there in favor of the Artesians, so I'm sure they're happy.
As Hall visibly upset with himself there as he does not get that one over.
Yeah, like you said, visibly upset. It's something that Braden Hall, he's not afraid to show some emotion out there, but something that you love to see amongst the player. Shows that he really devotes his heart into this sport.
And one thing that you can always count on with Braden Hall is he's going to leave all of it on the floor, no matter what the circumstance is. As Bryce Norton diving down for that one. Warriors able to get another attack going here. That one does not go out. Hall thought about getting it, but immediately dropped down to the ground.
Yeah, he did. That's showing some mobility there from Braden Hall. He's part of the RTV1 class. He's a great guy.
He's not sure what he's doing here. Oh, he's looking for the ball. Now they've got the ball ready. Bryce Norton up to serve. It is 11-9. Warriors lead the Artesians in this second set. Again, the Artesians won the first set. They're looking to get another one. Here is Chung Thu. Really rifles that one off. My goodness, Artesians were not able to get to it quick enough. One thing about the Warriors, Bo, is Chung Thu and McCoy, they will hit that with some authority.
Yes, they will. They have got some speed on that thing, and it's hard to just see it, really.
Is that one going to be Whiteland? Hits the line. Artesians just wanted to let that one go, but it ended up not being good for them.
Yeah, just inches away from being an Artesian point, but just barely hit that line.
And Norton hits this one. Sylvester's going to set up Foley for the attack. Foley just taps it on over, but Whiteland able to get it back over. Now Dilly going to tip it over, and that one stays in. It's going to be Martinsville point here. Good play by Braxton Dilly to find the open spot and hit it all the way over to the back. So now 13-10. Artesians still down 3. Foley up to serve here. So he just barely gets that one over for the Artesians. Chung Thu rifles that one, and Hall's going for it. Foley's going for it. Artesians all going out for it, able to get it over. Setting up another attack. Ratul just hits it on over. That one almost gets kicked over. It looks like it hit the ground before Norton could get the kick there.
Yeah, it's a good thing Braden Hall noticed Sam Foley going to get that ball because, they were both flying at it, and if neither of them would have looked up, then someone's got a bloody nose.
Yeah, it could have ended ugly if none of them looked up, but they had some good communication there. As Foley's going to set up Bland on the attack. Bland gets it blocked down. Warriors score again. It's now 15-10. The Artesians going to have to do something different here if they want to win this second set. So now Chung Thu up to serve here for the Warriors, and he rifles that thing down, and Chung Thu, oh my goodness, able to get that one. Artesians not ready for that at all.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair. Really, that's harder than I'd say 90% of these players on the court can even spike it.
Did you see how high he got up to when he's jumping and hitting that? That one goes over there, but man, you see how high he gets up when he's serving that thing?
Yeah, he just looks like a man out there. He gets up probably 10 feet in the air and just spikes it down.
I've been really impressed from Kima Chung Thu and Jonathan McCoy from the Warriors. Both very impressive so far in the first 2 sets for the Warriors.
They've both shown lots of athleticism, too. They can get up.
And Ashawn Shelley just able to get it on over. Artesians not looking like they're really paying attention to the back there. And it's coming back to kill them.
Yeah, normally in the first set, whenever they did that, it would just go right on over, but the Warriors have kind of settled down a little bit, and the Artesians need to get it together.
Foley going to set Dilly up for the attack. Dilly able to hit it on over. Now the Warriors are going. McCoy's going to rifle that thing down. And the Artesians again can't get the block, so the Warriors score again. It's now 18-11. Bo, in the first set, Artesians handled the game pretty well, but it's a different story here in this second set as that one just goes flying by. Norton going all out trying to get it, but he can't. And now the Warriors up by 8, 19-11. Artesians call the timeout. This is big for Whiteland.
Yeah, that's a much-needed timeout there called by Coach Carlstrom, because the Warriors are going on a big run, and the Artesians just have zero momentum right now. They got Luke Cheatham on the bench. Surely should look to get him back in the game, get him on some kills, at least try and match some of McCoy's kills along with Chunk Thu's kills, because they're two guys that can really send the ball down.
And this is a very different Whiteland team from what we saw just in the first set alone. They're coming out a lot more confident here in the second set. It looks like the Artesians' confidence has gone from extremely high all the way to the lowest of lows.
Yeah, someone needs to just be the spirit of the team here. Get them hyped up again.
As it was pure dominance from the Artesians in that first set, and it's pure dominance so far from the Warriors here in the second set. We'll see if the Artesians can turn it around, down 19-11 right now in set number 2. Ratul serving for the Warriors. Foley setting up Dilly on the attack. Dilly just taps it on over, and that's a good one there. Ratul couldn't get a hold of it. Braxton Dilly, we don't really see him go for the kill a lot. We just see him tap it on over, but he's really good at finding those open spaces.
Yeah, Braxton, he's not the most athletic guy, so he's not necessarily going to get up way over the net and kill it down, but he knows where to tap it over.
Now,
when
Bo,
he does.
do you think when Braxton watches this back that he's going to be upset at you for you not calling him very athletic?
Well, I'm sure he knows he could probably beat me in virtually any sport, but that's just because of his size. He's got about an inch on me, and he's got 5-10 pounds on me. So
now I did hear today from Braxton. He said that he could beat you in a race in the 100-meter. Is that true? Do you think that's true?
Well, he was telling me about his 100-meter time, and he said that it was a 13 flat, which isn't crazy impressive, but for him it is. And there's no way. I think he's definitely lying about that one.
Maybe lying about it, but maybe we need you guys to get out there one time and run the 100, see who the faster brother really is. But hey, you can't leave out Maddox either. I think he's got some little speed on him too.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but you never know. He might shock us.
Now I do think Maddox would beat all you guys in the throwing competitions. I'm not sure if you or Braxton could beat out Maddox for that, but hey, we never know.
He does have the form down. Braxton and I, we've never thrown shot put or discus, but you never know.
Artesians slowly getting back into this thing now, 20-16. It was just a 9-point game, now only a 4-point game. So we'll see if the Artesians can keep this comeback alive. McCoy up for the attack. Artesians finally able to get a block down, and Foley just going to tap it down. Now Artesians only down 3 from what we thought was dominance from the Warriors. Now the Artesians have slowly come to life.
Yeah, it looked like this set was all Whiteland. They got up 9, but the Artesians have just came right back. Just as I say that, Warriors get a kill.
Yeah, Jonathan McCoy again. He's really come with the fast kill attempts here in this second set. He hasn't really been tapping it over. I think he knew that Martinsville was catching on to that, so now he's just going with pure power, and it sure is working for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems to be working a lot more than his little tap overs are, so it's something that the Artesians definitely need to work on defending that.
Now Sylvester and Moss about run into each other there. Able to get it over, though, but Warriors about to set up another attack. They just tap that one over. We'll see who Sylvester hits it to here. Going to hit it to Will Keller, and Keller's going to be able to get that point there for the Artesians. So 21-18. Braden Hall's going to come in for Dallas Moss, and Jeremiah Cooks coming out. Quentin Bland's coming in. Now one person we haven't seen much in this set, if at all, is Luke Cheatham.
Yeah,
he's surprised that he's not in here, but we're not sure what's all going on with that. But he sure could help the Artesians a little bit in this set.
Yeah, I actually believe that Luke Cheatham will not be present for the Artesians regional game, which, by the way, if you're wondering why I say regional, there are no sectionals for men's volleyball. Just goes straight to regionals, but Cheatham will not be able to play in that. So I'm sure Coach Carlstrom, he actually said that he wanted to give Dallas Moss some more playing time just so he gets used to the court, because he's going to be seeing it a lot more, especially regional time.
Yeah, and it's a smart move by Coach Carlstrom. Get those guys out there that he knows are going to have to play at some point And so he's going to get them out there now and give them that experience that they need in order to play well when it comes regional time. And now it's 21-20, Bo. Just was a 9-point game, and now the Artesians have brought it down to 1.
Yeah, this looked like it was completely in favor of Whiteland. And like you said, the Artesians have completely turned this around.
And when we talked about it, when the Artesians took that timeout down big, we talked about their confidence being down low, but now they've really come to life and they've matched the Warriors' energy in this set.
Yeah, and earlier in this set, it was opposite. Warriors had all the confidence in the world. They were chilling, and the Artesians were at a very low place, but maybe a pep talk from Coach Karlstrom is what lightened the mood, but they seem like a whole different team now.
And we'll see how the Artesians handle it after this set. As earlier in between sets, while we were showing these senior night festivities, Braxton Dilly and Sam Foley both were talking to us up here saying that they wanted to talk to the camera. So we'll see what they have to say about these first 2 sets. Most likely in between set 2 and 3 here, but we got to get through this one right here. This 21-20, Artesians trying to get a point there, and they do. They do. Now it's all tied up here at 21. Bo, we've got a ball game here in the second set. The Warriors trying not to go down 2-0 here to the Artesians at John R. Wooden Gymnasium.
This is very unexpected, not something that anyone thought was going to happen in this second set. As we've said multiple times, the Artesians, they were down 9.
And McCoy, he went for that little tap, and it did not go well for him. So maybe now he knows, hey, we're down 1 now. We are just up big. We're going to have to get some good attacks going here if we want to win this set. And Hall just not able to score it here. He's upset with himself, but it's all good here. We're tied up at 22. It's the first to 25 here. It's win by 2, though. So you get up, it's 24-24. It's got to be, could be 26-24 after that. This game could go on for a while, but Artesians looking to get something here, but the Warriors able to just get a free point. It's those silly mistakes like that, Bo, that could cost you in the long run.
Yeah, and you cannot be having those silly mistakes, especially when you're 3 points away from a win.
So now Warriors up 23-22. Martinsville trying to get it going here. Keller's going to tap it on over. Kim's going to get it now. The Warriors on the attack. Ratul just not able to get it over. It's been a story all game for Ratul, just not being able to hit that ball over the net. So we're all tied up at 23 here, Bo. This is turning out to be a great set number 2, and we could not ask for much more. Now Ratul's going to get that one over for the Warriors. What a way to redeem yourself there from Gurjosh Ratul. So now Artesians cannot give up a point here. Athwal up to serve for the Warriors. Can the Warriors tie this match up 1-1 and win the second set?
Artesians need to play very careful here. They cannot have any silly errors.
Foley going to hit it on over. Gives the chance for Warriors to set it up, and Chung Thu, man, he hit that one hard, but Artesians able to block it, but the Warriors are going to set it back up. Ratul hits that one, and that one goes off of Hall's hands, and the Warriors win set number 2, 25-23. That was a big set there, and now it's all tied up going into the third set, 1-1. You're watching Martinsville Artesian Boys Volleyball on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, IHSAA TV, and WREP 15 Sports. We're back here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium, getting ready for the third set here between Whiteland and Martinsville. Martinsville took set number 1, and Whiteland took set number 2 in a good match, 23-25. Whiteland comes up with that one, with Braden Hall just having it tipped off his fingers, and Whiteland coming away with the win. So the Artesians going to want to come back and try to win that in dominant fashion like they did in that first set. More in the second set, it was all Warriors in the beginning, but the Artesians fired back, down 9 at one point, able to take the lead up 21-20, and then ended up losing the set 25-23.
And the Artesians, some of the senior parents have prepared some senior posters. There's Sam Foley's right there. He's got a bunch of pictures on there. There's Will Keller. He's got mainly volleyball pictures, although he did play football, played tight end. Actually threw a touchdown to him. It was the only touchdown of the year. It was great in a JV game, of course. And there's my brother Braxton's. If you look close enough, you might see me featured in a few of those there.
And I've heard, Bo, that this was actually his football poster as well, that he just replaced the footballs in the middle with volleyballs.
Yeah, he took, looks like 2 pictures out. And took 2 football pictures out, replaced them with volleyball.
You can see the Martinsville helmets up on the left over there. Looks like they might have forgotten a little bit there, but hey, work smarter, not harder. So there were the 3 senior posters that they ended up deciding to have. Again, it's senior night. We already showed the senior night festivities that happened in pregame. Those were 5 seniors honored: Bryce Norton, Will Keller, Braden Hall, Sam Foley, and Braxton Dilly. So we're getting ready for the third set here. Whiteland going to serve first. Kima Chong Thu up. As Foley, he's kicking it. As that is legal. You can't kick it. It counts as a hit.
I think that's 3 kicks so far for Foley. That might be a record.
As none of them have actually gone over, but it does look kind of cool. So we'll give him that.
Yeah, I don't think it should really count as a kick unless it goes over.
So Warriors going to take the early 1-0 lead. Chong Thu hitting it over. Foley going in for the attack, hits it right back at Chong Thu, and he was not ready for that one. As Foley gets the kill there, just hitting it straight towards the face of Kima Chong Thu.
Yeah, and from what we've seen in the first 2 sets, this is really anyone's set, because it was mostly Martinsville domination in the first set and then mostly Whiteland domination in the second set. So,
although the Artesians showed some life towards the end of that second set, it just wasn't enough as the Warriors powered through and won. And the Warriors coming through quick here is Sean Shelley with the kill. And Martinsville, every time it seems like that the Warriors get a kill, it's in that middle and the back. It's like they don't cover that part. And that's going to be big for the Artesians. They're going to need to cover that part if they want to end up winning this third set here.
Yeah, they need to stay disciplined and stay back there.
Rattal can't get it over the net here. Is Luke Cheatham going to come in for Braden Hall? We didn't see Cheatham much in that second set, but he's able to come in now as he's not going to be there for regional play for the Artesians. So Coach Carlstrom wanted to get some guys in there and get them prepared to play during regional time, but Cheatham sure helps out the Artesians, and he will especially. Here is Foley going to kick that one. That one just a bit too far as well. He's really using his soccer abilities here tonight.
He is. I think he is getting a little confused on what sport he's playing. He is playing volleyball, but hey, you can kick it in volleyball, so theoretically you could just kick it the whole time and it'd be okay.
I mean, yeah, he could start doing bicycle kicks to hit it over. He could have done one there. Decides not to, though. It would have looked pretty darn cool, though. As, man, that one just hit straight down onto Foley's leg. Jonathan McCoy. Oh, my goodness. He's pointing up at the cameras. He knows he's on TV right now. He's having a good time out there for the Warriors, and, man, has he played well tonight.
I'm sure he's going to add some of his Max Prep highlights as well.
We'll see here now. Braxton Dilly up to serve in the first set. He had a nice little run going as he was up to serve. We'll see if he can have it as well. Here's the Warriors getting up to set. Starr able to hit it down. Artesians just not able to get it. Almost hits a little girl in the stands. Luckily it didn't, as one almost hit a baby earlier. But, well, we're sure glad that one didn't happen.
Yeah, I believe that little girl is Quentin Bland's little sister, so she was paying attention. It didn't look like it, but she ducked and she got out of the way, so she knows what's up.
Now Norton going to hit it up. Keller's going to have to hit it over. He just tosses that one over. Warriors going to set up the attack. So we're told just gets it on over. Norton has to dive for it. Sylvester hits it over to Foley. What a play by the Artesians to keep it alive.
Great saves by Norton and Sylvester.
Good by John Cook to hit it, but Foley just cannot get it over. And the Artesians now down 6-3. So, Bo, we'll see here if the Artesians can come to life again. Early on in that second set, the Warriors kind of ran away with it, and the Artesians don't want them to run away with it again in this set. That one heads on over. Chong Thu's running all out for it. That one does not count, though. The Artesians going to get a break there. So now 6-4. Artesians down by 2. It's all tied up here, 1-1 in this third set. Artesians took the first set, and Whiteland took the second set in a close one, 25-23. Chong Thu rifles that one, but it's just out of bounds as the Artesians score again, now only down 1.
Yeah, I think we should see more of a balanced set here in set 3 because both of these teams have seen each other at their highest points. Martinsville hit their highest point in set 1. Whiteland hit their highest point in set 2, and both of them have seemed to learn off that and learn how to play against that, how to defend it mainly. It's been all of the kills for Whiteland, and then it's just been the smart plays for Martinsville in set 1. So
as Artesians able to block that kill attempt, and honestly, Bo, I'm not sure how their hands are not throbbing after that. I mean, McCoy is just rifling that thing down there.
Yeah, it's got to be like taking a bullet almost. I mean, with how fast he's hitting it.
Same thing with Chong Thu. He's rifling that thing as well, and the Warriors able to score on that one. This is some impressive play that we did not see in the first set from Whiteland.
Yeah, we started to see more of it in the second set, but like we said, Martinsville started to come back in the second set. Whiteland did pull away with it, though.
So in this second and third set, Whiteland really showing their true colors, and the Artesians just all out of sorts there. Just bad communication again from the Artesians that happened a little bit in the second set as well. Artesians just honestly doesn't look like they're all there right now, and they're going to have to pick something up if they want to compete here in this third set. So we're going to have another point, Whiteland. So Artesians down 9-6 now. Something's going to have to change here. The Artesians came to life a little at the end of that second set. They're going to have some good energy here in order to compete in this third set. Norton throws it all the way over, but that one's out. Now Whiteland up for just building this lead slowly.
Yeah, Artesians need to look to get some more kills set up for Luke Cheatham, because that's where most of their energy is going to come from.
As that one just tips off of John Cook's hands, goes into the stands here. Artesians going to take the timeout. Whiteland now up 11-6. Artesians in that second set came back towards the end. Whiteland able to win, tied 1-1, and now Artesians down 5 here early on against Whiteland.
Yeah, and you may be thinking about how men's volleyball is a new sport in Indiana, and there are only 39 teams right now. But out of those 39 teams, Martinsville is ranked 24. So that means they're better than 15 men's volleyball teams, and it's their first year of men's volleyball.
It is the Artesians' first year of men's volleyball. It's a historic season for the Artesians here, hoping to keep it on for many years to come. And so we'll see here what the Artesians can do coming out of that timeout, down by 5. If you're Coach Carl Strombo, what are you telling the boys during that timeout?
Well, tell them that they really just need to get it together, but they mainly need to get some energy going. I mean, it doesn't matter who the energy is coming from, as we see Garrett Gardner on the court there. Hopefully he can provide some energy.
Is Cheatham going to hit that one? Just goes out, though. Point Whiteland. Gardner might have hit that one a bit too high for Cheatham's liking. So it looks like Coach Carlstrom's throwing in some new players here who haven't gotten much varsity time, but looking to get them some experience here as he's going to set up Will Keller there. Keller has to move a little to get it, but ends up getting it over. Ratul going to hit it behind his head. Now Gardner going to set up Keller again. Keller going to tap that one over. Warriors keep it alive. Chong Thu coming in, just taps it, but Keller's right there for it.
Yeah, Garrett Gardner, he's not just a bench player. I mean, he knows what he's doing out there.
And that is smart volleyball by Kima Chung through there. Just seeing there's an open spot over on his right side and just tap it over. So now Artesians down 13-6. This one getting a little bit out of hand like it did in that second set as well. Norton has to go on the ground to get that one. Gardner going to set up Keller. Again, Gardner, he's been setting up a lot of the Artesian players on these attacks.
Yes, he has. He's done a good job of it, too.
Now the Artesians have to dive for that one. Foley's going to have to hit it on over, and he does. Good job there by Foley of keeping it in play. Ratul, again, just can't hit it over. He struggled with that a little bit tonight. Now Chong Thu just tapping it over. Artesians keep it alive. Looks like Cheatham was just playing a little game there with Chong Thu. Dalkam can't get to it in time. Luke Cheatham, good play there. Just tap it to the spot where Whiteland wasn't. So Braden Hall coming in, and Quentin Bland, Cheatham, and Cook going to take a seat. Now Braden Hall, he's going to leave it all out there on the floor for the Artesians, so we'll see what he does here during this serve. So he hits it on over, makes the Warriors dive for it. Ratul hits it on over. Gardner's going to have to hit it over. Foley's got it. Deep down there. Whiteland's going to get the attack set up, and Ratul trying to get that one going, and they do. So now 14-7 here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium. Artesians down by 7. It's tied up 1-1 here in the third set. Again, the Artesians took the first set in pretty dominant fashion, but the Warriors came back and played well in that second set, winning 25-23.
Yeah, and so far this set has really been all Whiteland, too. Martinsville really hasn't made any noise.
Is that one blocked there by Sean Shelley? Artesians really struggling here in this third set, Bo.
Yeah, and I hear some of the fans talking to the players saying, you guys just need to communicate more, and that's, I mean, he's right.
It's a few things that we've seen here. Some of the mistakes the Artesians have made have just been miscommunications. So if they do a better job communicating, they could probably get some points here. As that one goes wild, Hall just not able to get it over there in time. So now again, Artesians down 9. They were in this position in the second set, and they were able to come back. We'll see if they can do it here in the third set. Gardner going to set up Keller again. Gardner really likes sitting it over to Keller. Chung through, he rifles that one down. Oh my goodness, Bo. Wow, that one came down pretty hard, and it hit Bryce Norton right in the knee. There's nothing you can do about that if you're the Artesians.
You are completely right. There really is nothing you can do about that. I mean, it is coming in so fast. You can barely see it.
Bland trying to kill of his own, and it's going to work. The Artesians going to get a point there. Maybe a comeback starting to form here. 17-8, down 9. Again, Bo, they're in this spot in the second set, so we'll see if they can try to fix it here in this third set. McCoy going to hit it on over for the Warriors. Gardner going to hit it for the Artesians over, and this is going to set up an attack for Chong Thu. Chong Thu just able to tap it on over. Artesians weren't ready for that. It just seems like every time, Bo, that both Chong Thu and McCoy, after they get a big kill, big fast kill, they come down and they just tip it, and the Artesians aren't ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, they really are the two stars of this Whiteland team, and they clearly have proven to be the two most developed players on the court.
It's some really impressive play we're seeing here from Whiteland, especially in this third set here, as Sam Foley just overpowers Ratul there to just tap it on down for the Artesians. Artesians need to do something here, Bo. They're still down 9 points. 18-9 here in this third set. And this set has not felt close at all. At no point has it been Martinsville's on the come-up in this set. It's been all Whiteland from the start.
It really has, and they even put in Garrett Gardner. Maybe he could give him some energy with some big plays that no one would expect, which he did pretty well. He set up, did a lot of setups, but he just couldn't make quite enough of a difference.
It's Chong Thu the man again right there. He's able to hit it. Braden Hall wasn't ready for it, had to get his hands up there and just hit it into the stands. So now 19-9. I mean, it's impressive what the Warriors are doing. That one right there, though, doesn't even come close. So that one not as impressive as what they've been doing. But, hey, you're still up 19-10. You've got a little bit of room for error here.
Yeah, it seems to be dominating this whole set. Whiteland does, mainly McCoy and Chong Thu.
Now Chong Thu just rifles that one a bit too hard. Looks like he might have been a bit too far back in order to get that one into that little box there. So now Artesians get this lead down to 8 here, see if they can get it down to 7. McCoy, he's going to slam it right down to Foley. Foley not ready for it. So those Artesian players in the back, they're just not ready for these hard kills that the Warriors are producing. John Cook coming in for Quentin Bland. So now both Cook brothers in for the Artesians along with Cheatham, Foley, Dilly, and Norton.
Maybe the Cook brothers can provide some magic, some chemistry. It's much needed right now.
This again, just a good play there from Braxton Dilly. He's not going to hit it the hardest at you, but he's going to find those spots that you're not at.
Yeah, 20-11 was the score last set when the Artesians made the comeback, tied it up at 20, so it'd truly be a miracle if they could do that again here.
Foley going to set up Cheatham for the attack. Warriors able to keep it going. Kim tries it, but blocked by Keller. Now Keller just tips it on over. Good play from the Artesians. Now it's a 7-point game. And Bo, the Artesians trying to make a comeback here in this third set. Dilly still serving for the Artesians. McCoy, he's going to fire one. Artesians again with the block, just can't get it. And McCoy, I mean, man, him and Chong Thu have been very impressive today, especially when it comes to getting those kills.
Yeah, McCoy has shown lots of energy, too. He just looks like a happy guy out there. He's running around, celebrating with his teammates. He just knows how much of a difference he's making in this game.
And you can tell that Whiteland has some momentum here. They're all smiling, having a good time. No smiles on the Artesians' faces. Looks like almost sometimes that they look defeated, but they cannot give up here. So they're down 22-13 now, back to 9. The Artesians, if they don't end up winning this set, you're down 2-1. You're going to have to try to find something else. You don't want to end up losing this 3-1.
Yeah, and if you do get down 2-1, then it's going to be very difficult to come back to that because you know you can't just win one set. You got to win 2, and Whiteland only has to win 1.
As that one, again, Artesians just can't get it over. And, well, Whiteland now up by 10. Only 2 more points, so it looks like Whiteland's probably going to come away with the third set here and take a 2-1 lead. Artesians going to have to do something different in that 4th set and the 5th set if they want to win this game.
Yeah, these double-digit leads are very hard to come back from.
Chong Thu able to get it. And that one going to be Artesians' point. Chong Thu just not able to get it in time. Now Jeremiah Cook up to serve for the Artesians, 23-14. Cook just cannot get that one into the area, so now 24-14.
Here comes Garrett Gardner.
Gardner's produced some pretty good plays here for the Artesians. He's setting up Will Keller pretty well in a few attempts, but we'll see what he can do here. Just Whiteland set point here, and that's going to be it. Whiteland wins the third set, 25-24. And they take a 2-1 lead here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium. You're watching Martinsville Artesian Boys Volleyball on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, IHSAA TV, and WRAP 15 Sports.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And welcome back here to John R. Wooden Gymnasium. We're going to get ready for set number 4 here in about a minute and a half. The Whiteland Warriors are up 2-1, and it's been all Whiteland in these past 2 sets. They won set number 2, 25-23 in a close one, and it was all Warriors in that third set as they won 25-14. Artesians going to need to figure something out here. It looks like their confidence has gone down a little bit after those last 2 sets, so they really need to figure something out here. Try to get a win in set 4 and set 5 if they want to come away with the 3-2 win. Whiteland only needs to win this one here. Artesians got to win 2 in that last set. It's only to 15 points, but this one here going to be to 25 still. Is Whiteland, who's been really impressive for them. Kima Chong-Thu and Jonathan McCoy really doing a good job for them. When Whiteland sets up attacks for them, they are able to get some good kills, either just tipping it over or really spiking it down hard onto the ground. Artesians just not able to get enough of it. So we'll see here what the Artesians can do now coming into this 4th set. We've got Keller, Hall, Foley, Dilly, Sylvester, and Bland out there for the Artesians. And for the Warriors, we've got Chong-Thu, Kim, Wertall, Athwal, Starr, and McCoy. So we'll see here. Getting ready to start the 4th set. Again, Whiteland up 2-1 here at John R. Wooden Gymnasium, and just the 3rd home game for the Artesians this year.
Yeah, prior to this game, the Artesians are 2-0 at home, beating Indy Genesis in 5 sets and Monrovia in 4 sets.
So they've got a little bit of an upset scare here with Whiteland. Artesians going all out for it here as Tool able to just hit it over, but Artesians keep it alive here. Bland hits it on over. Now the attack's going to be set up here for the Warriors. McCoy's going to bat that one down. I mean, my goodness, Bo, what can you do if you're the Artesians?
I mean, he's not even that close to the net. He's halfway in between the net and the line. He has so much separation, and he's still able to do that.
And you can see from McCoy and Chong-Thu the pure athleticism that they play with, able to get so high above that net, able to just hit it right down where the Artesians cannot even try to attempt to get it. Just that one there by Chong-Thu just goes off a bit too far. Says he hit his hand there a little bit, but you can see on the Warriors' faces, they're smiling and laughing and they're having fun. That's not what it looks like over here on the Artesian side. It's the Artesian side. Looks like their body language is a bit down, so somebody on the Artesians needs to get them going.
Yeah, the Warriors have really just taken over all the momentum and all the energy and left the Artesians with none.
That one a bit too much there for McCoy. So the Artesians up 2-1 here early on in this 4th set. Quentin Bland up to serve for him. And like we said, something about the Artesians' demeanor needs to change, and they need to get something going so they can be more aggressive overall and be more confident in themselves, because their confidence has really gone down throughout these past few sets.
Yeah, I'm sure they could also use some hype coming from the bench. They need to get louder, get rowdy. They need to act like the IU men's basketball bench. As watching that this season, it was fun to watch. I mean, they're a bunch of funny guys, and they just get really hyped for their team, and it builds momentum, and it starts runs that IU went on. So,
yeah, if we could see that here from the Artesians, that would be huge. Now point here for the Artesians, now 5-1. They've built themselves a little bit of a lead. Now, again, you're talking about the bench. Braden Hall's over there clapping them up, saying, hey, let's go, guys. The other guys got to get the same energy as Hall has over there on the bench so the Artesians on the court can really feel it.
Yeah, and A.J. Harmon, although he may not play that much, he still makes a lot of noise over there. He has a lot of Artesian spirit, and that's something that you love to see.
Now Artesians up 6-1 here, down 2-1. They need this set in order to stay in this game here. So we'll see what they can do here. Bland still up to serve. Hits that one right over. Dig there by Athwal. Dilly just not able to get it into the right spot. Just hits it out of bounds a little bit. So the little run for the Artesians ends. Now a 4-point game. Whiteland up to serve. Josh Ratol, he's up. He's had a bit he's been struggling a little bit getting it over, so we'll see if he can here. And he does. The Artesians have to dive for it to even get it. Just that one. We'll see your point, Whiteland. Looks like Foley wanted the point here for the Artesians, but they don't get it. And that's just one of the things where if you're the Artesians, you just got to try to hit it over.
Yeah, you can't risk any foul play from Whiteland because just like that, it might not work out your way.
And that one there, Norton probably could have let that one go, but he ended up hitting it. Cook tried running for it, but just wasn't reachable. Now the Warriors just getting back into this thing. Now 6-4, Artesians up here in the fourth set at John R. Wooden Gymnasium here in just the third home game of Martinsville men's volleyball career. And again, you can see all the smiles on Whiteland's faces. They're down. They're down 6-5, and they were just down 6-1. But they don't care. They're still having a good time, but you don't see that over on the Artesians. The Artesians need to have something going here where they're up and they're smiling and they're having a good time. Because when you saw it against Monrovia here at home, they were laughing and joking and having a great time, and it was pure dominance.
Yeah, it really starts with just every point. You need to have lots of energy because 1 point, if you act like you just won the World Series with 1 point, then it'll start to build with more points because your team will get more happy, they'll get more excited, and it just builds a team morale a lot.
Now McCoy going up for the spike, just not able to get it over the net there. Now this is big for the Artesians, Bo. Braxton Dilly has been a consistent server here tonight for him, and if he could get a big rally off here for the Artesians, that would be huge for them.
Yeah, he needs to provide some type of energy, or someone does at least.
And, man, talk about impressive, Bo. Just talk about impressive. There's not much else you can say about Jonathan McCoy here tonight. Just straight impressive. So we've got the highlight here of it. And, I mean, you can see how high McCoy gets up, and Dilly just not able to get it in time. He had to dive for it. This Warriors, a bit of miscommunication there, but able to keep it alive. Now they're going to set up for the attack. We've got McCoy again. Now Artesians able to block that one a little bit. Foley and Sylvester run into each other, though. That's that miscommunication that we talked about.
Yeah, just watching Jonathan McCoy, he just looks like such a trusty player. He just everywhere he is, he's doing something right.
And it's the same thing, honestly, with Kima Chongthu as well for the Warriors. Both those players have been so impressive tonight for Whiteland. That one there, Starr not able to get to it in time. Try diving for it, but just not enough. Now 10-7. Artesians have a 3-point lead here. Now McCoy just able to hit it on over. Point Whiteland again. Not too sure, honestly, what happened there, but Whiteland gets the point and now brings it to a 2-point game. Kim up to serve for the Warriors here. Sylvester setting it up the attack for Moss. Now Chongthu up to McCoy. And Foley just not able to get it over. He tried it. He got the block. Just couldn't get it over in time as it goes straight off of his hands out into the stands.
Yeah, McCoy is just such an impressive player to watch, as you can see. I mean, there's just not much Sam Foley can do about that, really.
Kim there, it's just those free points that he just gave Martinsville. So hitting that one off. Braden Hall up to serve here. He looks like he's a bit upset, but he could redeem himself here.
And I'm sure he will. I have faith in B Hall.
Now B Hall, as everybody calls him, getting ready to serve. He hits that one over. It was a pretty solid serve, but Warriors going in for the attack, just tapping it over, and he's diving on the floor for it. But the Artesians still able to keep it alive. Warriors now setting up the attack. McCoy up for it, and he just, wow, he throws that one over. But when you've played as well as McCoy, honestly, you've got a little bit of room to say, hey, yeah, maybe I hit it over there. Warriors down 3 now, 12-9.
Yeah, and back to Braden Hall. When you talk about nicknames, I'd say B Hall is more like his legal name. I mean, I even heard that his parents call him B Hall sometimes. So that really shows how much of a nickname that really is.
This looks like he's hurting a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. Probably hurting from that slide that he took just a few seconds ago. Going back to nicknames, Bo, your brother loves to call him Bray. That's the only name he will call him now is Bray.
Yeah, and that's something that right when he started calling him Bray, B-Hall was not very fond of it. Not sure why, but just maybe the ring to it, Bray. He just doesn't like it, but he started to call himself that now a little bit, so he's just...
And what a serve there by Braden Hall, and he's getting hyped. This is exactly what the Artesians need. We've got a timeout here, Whiteland. There the Artesians go. They're all celebrating with Braden Hall. Now 15-9. Great. Just great performance by the Artesians so far in this fourth set. And we're seeing some solid volleyball from both teams in this fourth set. It was pure dominance in the second and third set from Whiteland, I would say. First set, all Martinsville. And this fourth set, man, it's close.
Yeah, B-Hall is really providing some energy. You can see it. He gets hype over. He gets hype over a lot of things, but that really helps your team.
Yeah, it does, especially in this sport here where the other team goes on a rally there. You're kind of down. If you get somebody that comes in and is hype with you, it's sure going to help in the long run. So we'll see here how Braden Hall does.
Yeah, you're right. Volleyball is really, it's such a team sport, and team chemistry is the most important thing. If you can build team chemistry, I mean, that makes you win games. That's the main thing. In basketball, chemistry helps, but you just got to be a good basketball player. If you have chemistry in volleyball, it really doesn't matter how good you are.
Now Chong Thu, man, he's just able to find those open gaps, and that ends the serving streak for Braden Hall, and he looks really shaken up. Hopefully he's okay there, and it was definitely from that slide that he took in the set earlier.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, though, so I'm sure we'll see some more fight out of him.
And Sylvester going to set up Bland for the attack. Bland hits it on over. Whiteland able to keep control of it. Chong Thu now going for it, and he just drills that one. Hall's going off for it. Looks like he hits it off of his face a little there, though. So Whiteland able to get the point there. Now just a 4-point game here in the fourth set. Again, Whiteland up 2-1. They won the second and third set. Martinsville winning that first set. McCoy still up to serve here for the Warriors. Norton able to get the dig there for the Artesians. Now Bland going in, blocked by the Warriors. Warriors keeping it alive. Ratu able to get it over. Now Foley going in. Hits right off of the Warriors. Does a good play by Sam Foley. Looks like he's calling them too little. He did that last game against Monrovia as well, so he just thinks the guys are too small for him.
I guess he does. I mean, he's kind of a tall guy, but...
Yeah, we'll see here. He gets it again.
There it is.
You can see there. He just, I mean, hey, if that's his way to go, it is. It gets him hyped up. 16-11 here for the Artesians. They need all this momentum to attempt to win this here as Dilly just kind of hook shots it on over there, and that one goes off of Starr's head, and the Artesians are feeling it now, up 17-11 in set number 4. And, Bo, the way it's going right now, we might be going into a fifth and final set. I don't want to jinx anything, but the way it's going right now, we might be.
Yeah, that's something that was going to be very tough for the Artesians to push it to 5 sets, but you're right. It is looking like it might go to 5 sets. They just can't let the Warriors go on a run here.
And if the Artesians end up losing this set, we do not take blame for them losing. We had nothing to do with it.
We're just up here calling the game. They're the ones playing the game.
Exactly. Sylvester able to hit it up to Foley. This time, they didn't have any miscommunication. They had struggled a few times running into each other. Oh, my goodness, Bo. Chong Thu just drills it. Bland not able to get it over. And it's just so impressive seeing Chong Thu and McCoy spike these things down and get the kills. So we see right here again in this replay, he gets up real high, shakes the net hardcore.
Yeah, he's going to drill a hole in the net if he's not careful.
And Sylvester able to get it over to Foley. Foley, that was tipped by the Warriors, so point Martinsville now 18-13, 5-point game. Artesians feeling it a little bit here as we've got the replay again. Foley, just good play over. Now Foley, the man himself, up to serve, one of the 5 seniors here on this Artesian team. Number 18, Foley, hits it to number 18, McCoy, and McCoy's going to bat that thing down. Norton ready for that one, though. Bland getting it ready for the attack. Whiteland able to keep it going. Ratul gets it. Blocked by the Artesians, but couldn't get it over. So Whiteland with the point now, 4-point game. This is a really close 4-set, Bo. I know it's a 4-point game, but still, this game has felt like it's a 1-point game, honestly.
It really has, and with the energy coming from both sides now, it doesn't matter what the score is. It's always going to feel like it's a good game.
Foley going to set up Sylvester here on the attack. Sylvester, good attempt there, but Whiteland able to keep it going. McCoy just tapping it on over. Foley going to get it to Dilly, and Dilly, he's not going to hit it hard over, but he's going to find those open spots. And there, great block by Braxton Dilly over there, but Ratul able to get it now. Norton goes down on his knees to get it there for the Artesians. Dilly going to hit it on over there, and we're going to have a rally here for both teams. This is good volleyball right now, and the Artesians keep it alive somehow. And that one ends up, and the bench goes wild here for the Artesians, now 19-14. What a set. What a play there by the Artesians. We're going to get the highlight here. And man, was that clutch there by Braxton Dilly and Avery Sylvester to get that one on over for the Artesians.
Yeah, and Avery Sylvester is not a name that we've heard as much as we usually do tonight. He's usually has a much bigger role, but like Luke Cheatham, he just has not been all there tonight.
And some of these guys, we talk about mostly the guys who end up getting the point, but players like Sylvester and Foley do a really good job at setting the other players up for the attack. And so you can't forget about them. As McCoy, again, I don't think the Artesians have scored really when he's going up for the kill. And he gets another one there, 19-16. It's just really impressive, especially how high he gets up. So we see the replay here, just able to bat it down over the Artesians.
Yeah, he's just extremely impressive to watch. And there's just not much you can do about it, like we've said.
Now Artesians just tapping it on over. It's going to be Warriors point, though. Now a 2-point ball game here at John Irwin Gymnasium, 19-17. Warriors trying to win this thing right here, but Artesians still staying strong.
Braxton Dilly just could not get it over the net there.
Now 1-point game, Bo. It looked like the Artesians early on might run away with it, but Whiteland has stormed back into this thing, and that is not what you need if you're the Warriors right now. You cannot give up free points like that.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're focusing on the serves, because if you're not all dialed in on those, then something will go wrong, and you'll just soar it over the net and soar it over the court.
McCoy just tapping that one on over. Foley's going to set up Moss for the attack. Moss just can't get it over the net there. So now again, Bo, we've got a 1-point ball game here, 20-19. It's 1st and 25. It's win by 2 here. This 5th set, if the Artesians win this one, is only to 15, though. So if you get to the 5th set, you've got a lot on the line.
Yeah, you really do, because it's tied 2-2, and there's only 15 points. So, I mean, the intensity level is just at an all-time high.
And Keller can't get it over there. Now we're all tied up here at John Irwin Gymnasium. Whiteland looking to take this whole match and win 3-1. Artesians looking to tie this up at 2-2. And the Warriors take the lead here. This is big for Whiteland as they're celebrating now. Artesians take the timeout. Whiteland up by 1. They're up 2-1, Bo. The Artesians need to do something here if they want to stay in this ballgame.
Yeah, they do. They're going to need some energy to go back on their side, because Whiteland, they're really good at stealing energy. They got players like Chong Thu and McCoy who, I mean, they can make one play that, even though it's just one play, it's just such an impressive play that it takes so much energy from Martinsville and gives it to Whiteland.
And, Bo, I will say I think this is the best set that we have seen so far today. Both teams really giving it their all and playing very well here in this 4th set. You can't really complain if you're either team right now because, well, both teams are giving it their all. We saw in the 1st set it was Martinsville. In the 2nd set, it was closer, but Whiteland pulled away with it at the end. In that 3rd set, it was all Whiteland. And in the beginning of this 4th set, it kind of looked like Martinsville was going to run away with it, but Whiteland has come to play, and they're not backing down.
Yeah, they even took the lead here late, up by 1.
So we'll see here, Bo, what was once what the Artesians thought was going to be maybe an easy game has turned out to be a nail-biter for them, down 2-1 here. They're going to set up McCoy. This isn't what you want. And Foley dives for it, somehow gets it over the net. Whiteland going to keep it alive. McCoy going again, just tapping it on over, but somehow Sylvester hits it. So some miracles happening here for the Artesians. Now Foley going to set up Sylvester for the attack, and he just hits it on over, and it looks like it hits the bench. Hits Jaji Athwal. Hopefully there he's okay. It looks like it drilled him right in the knee, but he's got those knee pads, so he should be all right. So now 22-20. Warriors just 3 points away from winning this entire thing, 3-1.
Yeah, I don't know how Sam Foley saved that one. I mean, he barely got his wrist under it. Had to dive completely on the floor.
And we saw the first kick there from the Warriors. Ishan Shelley trying to get it there, but Moss just good placement to just tap it on down.
Yeah, maybe Ishan Shelley's been watching Sam Foley. Maybe he's taking some notes because Sam has kicked it. I've kept track 4 times this game.
So now we'll see what the Artesians can do here to combat it. Foley, tips it on over. Good move by Foley, but the Warriors are ready for it. Chong Thu hits it. Sylvester hits it on over now. This is close. Bo Starr going to hit it and just wasn't ready for it. River Starr just not able to get the hit, and it ties it up here at 22. And, Bo, when we talk about close games, I mean, man, this is a nail-biter.
It really is, and in a late set like this, in the 4th set, and it looks like we're going to have a point change. I think they're going to give Whiteland that point.
Wow, this is big, Bo. So they're going to give Whiteland the point here. So now it's 23-21, what was just tied up at 22. For the Artesians, this is a whole new game now.
This is huge. That was very detrimental for the Artesians.
That could be game-changing, really, and it could be the entire game-changing, not just this match alone. Chong Thu able to get it. The Artesians somehow keep it alive. Now McCoy just taps it on over. And the Warriors get it again, now just 1 point away from taking this game 3-1. If you're the Artesians, you got to stay calm and you got to try to get it here.
Yeah, and really all it takes for the Warriors is one play, and they got a couple guys that can definitely handle that one play. That's it.
And that is it, Bo. Whiteland storms out of here. They were down big here, and we're going to see the final play here as Chong Thu ends it off. What a great way for the Warriors to end it off here, winning this 3-1. So that's going to do it here from Martinsville High School as the Artesians fall 3-1 to the Whiteland Warriors. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and a big thanks to the students in the broadcasting program here at MHS for producing the game. For those students, along with my broadcast partner, Bo Dilley, I'm Cole Meyer. Good night, everyone.